Welcome to Seattle, Washington. We are here staying up at my grandparents' for a few days, seeing them for the holidays and hanging out. And my grandpa has a couple of cool cars, namely this 66 Chevelle and this 68 Camaro that he has in the garage. A, it's really cool just being able to walk out into your garage and to have these two awesome cars sitting out here. But B, we get to pull them out and play with them today. So he ordered a power brakes kit for the Chevelle, and we have to hook up all of the EFI, which we aren't going to do while I'm here this trip because the FedEx kind of lost the power brake kit. Shame on you, FedEx. But this is a really cool car. It's got roll cage or roll bar, or whatever you want to call it. All it needs to be legal for super stock is to have the dash bar installed, which we might do so that I could maybe drive it next year. We're trying to figure out one of his cars that I might be able to drive. But the really cool car, the car that has always fascinated me, the car that I have always loved, is this here 68 Camaro. Now, this is an original SS 68 Camaro. And it's all original except for the seats and the hood. None of the body panels have been replaced or any of that stuff. And this is a really cool car. Really, really cool car. So, what we need to do today is, it hasn't run in forever, so we just got to pull the distributor out and prime the oil pump and make sure everything is good to go so that we don't hurt the car. Like I said, this is an original SS car, so we want to make sure it's taken care of and good to go before we pull it out and go drive it. But we're going to get to take it out and drive it and take pictures of it and have fun. So that's today's plan. This thing is so freaking cool. I can't wait to get my Camaro done. This thing is sexy. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna take you for a drive later. This will be fun. And at some point we'll play with this. Hello, Camaro. First thing we have to do is, this battery is dead, so we have to get it out. I already disconnected the ground. The power wire, the red wire was already disconnected, so just got to get the battery straps, or the battery holder undone, and we've got a new battery sitting over there to put into this. So, here we go. Now I've got to see if I can wiggle this battery out past this little cross member thing. Oh, got it. Now we've got the battery ready to go straight back in. Do you think they'll let me take a car back with me as my carry-on? So doing this is priming the oil pump and getting oil pressure all throughout the motor before we start it. So that's the little gauge we're looking at for the oil pressure. This car is sick. Now we just got to put it back together. Okay. This heater is nice.
There's some floats in here that float up and down, and there's a little valve underneath the float.
Okay.
So when the carburetor gets up to the level that you've set the float at, then it pushes the little needle valve up and closes off the fuel going into the bowl.
Okay.
So it kind of keeps the fuel level at a steady level.
Okay.
Because as the level changes up and down, that'll change the tune-up coming out of the carburetor, how much fuel is being mixed with the air.
Alright, first start time.
Okay, it's a little bit too far advanced.
Okay.
So let's get the tool, the 9/16 wrench, and I'll turn the distributor just a little bit.
Okay. That sounds a lot better. 3 and 6 were swapped on the distributor, so we just switched them around. Car sounds a lot better. That sounds better. Okay, right now we're chasing a few timing bugs, and so we pulled out the firing order for a big block Chevy, and what we found out is 3 and 6 were swapped, so we swapped those back, but there's still an issue somewhere, so we're getting the motor to TDC, and then we're going to pull the cap off again and just double check everything. Okay, so we just pulled the cap off, and right now the motor is at TDC. We got it right set at TDC. And the rotor is supposed to be at 1 right now, which we have marked on the cap. And it's like 180 degrees off, which the car shouldn't even be running like that. So we're going to pull the valve covers off because there's something funky going on here. I'm not sure if there's enough play there to get it off without the studs.
Boosters is going to be a problem too. Okay, let's go to plan C or D or F or something. Let's pull the cap off again. Okay, we're going to pull the spark plug out.
Okay, and we're going to find TDC on it.
Yeah, just with our fingers.
Alright. So going to plans E and F, we pulled number 1 spark plug out and we're turning it so it's exact TDC that you can feel it with your finger. And if you look over here, on the cap, that's a lot closer to where it needs to be, so
yep,
that's good. Okay, we got it all put back together, and 23rd time is the charm, hopefully. Also, it's really cold outside. It needs to warm up like 30 degrees.
Okay.
Alright, hands out of there. We got it. Here we go. Test drive time.
Test drive.
This car's cool.
This thing and not stand on it.
You might as well stand on it once.
No, this thing would go around in a circle so
Really?
Oh god, in the wet, yeah, like, especially a little damp like this.
Oh, yeah.
This thing would go. So, you know, this thing's, you know, probably 350, 400 horse.
Cool.
The Nova's probably closer to 500. And this car up to about 40 miles an hour will brake traction.
Cool.
Just driving on a dry street. The Nova, you can be going down the freeway at 65, 70 miles an hour, and it will blow the tires off.
That's awesome.
When you stand at all, that is, yeah.
This is a really, really cool car. Okay, that is a wrap on today's video. This car is very, 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 very cool. I really like this car, and it makes me really anxious to get my Camaro done. Hopefully for race week 2022 or 2023. But yeah, it was cool getting to work on this, cool getting to spend time with my grandpa doing it, and on that note, we're done. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those YouTube-y things, and never give up.